Hello. Right. I am really massively shocked of how many Virgin Media fanboys there are out there. So, as far as I'm aware, and I really do think this is true, that Virgin Media are probably the most hated ISP in Britain. And not only just for a short time, for probably as long as they've been going. I've heard nothing but horror stories and just nightmares that people have had with Virgin Media, even myself. And I've been with them multiple times, off and on, because I've tried different internet service providers, which at the time I couldn't really get a decent connection through here, and Virgin unfortunately have been the only ones that have been able to help me out there. Well, really help me, more like make my life a misery. And a lot of other people have said the same thing, and I mean a lot of other people, literally everyone and anyone that I've actually physically spoken to has not a single nice thing to say about Virgin Media. I really don't get it, because maybe it's just an area thing. Maybe it's because what you get in built up areas, Virgin Media oversubscribe their servers, which is a very well known fact. Engineers themselves have told me this. Not just one engineer, quite a few engineers. I actually used to, one of my friends that I used to work with many years ago, we used to work together in Sunseeker Boats. We both left, we went different ways. He went into fitting Sky and Virgin and whatever else. He worked at Virgin for quite a long time, and he even hated working for them. Even the rep that I spoke to the other day told me that all he hears is terrible things about Virgin Media, and I think he was feeling that he's probably in the wrong job. Now, it'd be nice if some of you out there would back me up, instead of all these fanboys on there saying there's nothing wrong with Virgin Media. I think they might be just I don't know, maybe they're having problems with them, they just don't want to admit it, but they're horrendous. They're not good, they are horrendous. They're a money grabbing cooperation, and they don't look after you at all. All they care about is new customers. As soon as you've been with them for 6 months, you're a number. You don't mean anything. You're a cash cow. That's all it is. Yeah, you could say that from other ISPs, but trust me, if you've got the chance to go with City Fibre, just do it. You will notice the difference. You get the equal amount of upload as you do download. I know loads of people are saying, oh, it's good enough. It's not good enough for you, not in this day and age at all. Where everyone sort of should be is gigabit internet, really. None of this under that, because I know you lot say you've got this and that connected, but my whole house is smart home. Everything on it, I've got cameras, I've got lights, everything is voice controlled, plugs, sockets, everything, fires, heaters, the lot. You need fast broadband for that. If you don't, you'll find other things will suffer, or they will take longer to turn off and on. My lights, since I changed from Virgin Media, when I say a command to the voice assistant I use, I'm not going to say it now, otherwise she'll spring to life. It happens instantly like that. Now, when I was with Virgin Media, it was a delay. I'm guessing this is because there's so much connected, and with the information that I put down to on a post, my previous video, someone was saying about fibre and this, that and the other, and I was saying about the cable going in the back, and the way that Virgin Media do their internet, where each individual thing has its own individual channel for connection, which is a terrible idea. A lot of people, I'm sure some people say it's a brilliant idea, but yes, if everything's wanting to use that channel all the time and each little slotted bit and you allow certain bandwidth, I suppose that could work in a perfect world, but it's not a perfect world, is it? So it's not gonna be 100%, and the latency you get that way is horrendous. I know a lot of you are going to moan at me for saying stuff blah blah blah, you don't know what you're talking about. Just do some proper research before you start spouting off at me. Don't believe everything the big companies say to you. Really, would you believe Virgin Media? Because I don't believe a single word they say. Even Sky, I don't believe what they say, because I know for a fact Sky Stream and Sky Glass use a lot more bandwidth than they actually say it does. This is probably not to scare you off. I've tried running Sky Stream just on a service that is around about 50 megabits, and it doesn't work. It just does not work. There's so much buffering, there's so many your program won't load, this, that and the other. It's not worth the hassle. This day and age, maybe you can't get a really fast speed, which hopefully when City Fibre have been everywhere, and they will fibre a lot more things than what Virgin have, because Virgin's underground, City Fibre goes underground and it goes overground, so it can go in your telephone wires. That's how it's delivered generally. It's the easiest way. They have so many different ways of getting you connected. Once it will get in your area at some point. I know some people are saying that they're only 20%, but I think you'll probably find they're a lot more than 20% of Great Britain now. They started in London. That's where it all started, and I'm south of England, southwest. It's all over here. It's everywhere I've been. I've seen they're putting it in, so it won't be long before you can get it if you need to get it. And trust me, if you're out of contract with Virgin Media, get rid of them. Try it out. You can always go back to Virgin Media, because you've got a calling off period with any other service provider, like what Virgin Media do, but they like to trick you into things. And basically, if you don't like what service you're getting on your City Fibre, cancel it and go back to Virgin Media. But I guarantee if you get a good company, you're best off going for the smaller ones, because they seem to give you a little bit more and their customer care is there. Not the big Vodafone. They're not going to look after you as much. I know this because my missus went with them, and I thought I would try a smaller company, which I did, and they're fantastic. Yaezy, I know a lot of people slate them for stuff. I've not got a bad word to say about them. I know there's a lot of other happy customers out there. You know, I've had a few little niggly issues, nothing like what I've had with Virgin Media at all. I've not had extra money being taken out of my account, you know, like what Virgin Media have done in the past on direct debits, because they just felt like they wanted to do it. It's just been absolutely fine. They've problem solved directly with a person instead of someone else in another country that's remote viewing your router, thousands and thousands of miles away. I've got someone, if they want to remote my router, who's probably maximum of a couple of 100 miles away. So just think about it, people, because I really think you're just living in the cloud. You're listening to all the things that they like to say. They're here for you, they're going to do this or whatever. Their price hikes themselves are just a joke. And it's not just one, it's normally about 3 or 4 a year. That's what I've got in the past. I mean, if you've not been getting that, you're bloody lucky, but I expect you will do at some point, and you'll have all the issues, because everyone does. Everyone that I know that have been with Virgin Media and have had the chance, whatever, to change to someone else, like City Fibre Group, they've done it, and they've never ever looked back, and they said it's the best thing they've ever done, and they're so glad that they got rid of Virgin Media. And a lot of my people that are watching my videos are saying the same thing. A lot of them don't say that, because generally with comments, it's normally the negative ones that you get on there. So your keyboard warriors and stuff, like a lot of you, and I'm guessing a lot. I'm going to probably get a lot back from this video. But that's my view, I'm afraid, and it's a lot of other people's views with Virgin Media, and I think that it's more negativity than positivity with Virgin Media. Not just their broadband, their TV packages, their mobile phone packages, wouldn't touch any of it. I would rather have, I don't know, I would rather have normal TV than having to go back to Virgin Media for TV. That's one thing I would not ever do again. Anyway, my little rant of the evening. Do apologise, and I'm sorry if I've upset some of you, but I don't care. That's what I think of Virgin Media, and it's what a lot of other people think. Thank you very much.